Thank you. Listening to that, Robert Nisbet, Managing Director at Event Production Services. Now, what is it that your firm does, Mr. Nisbet? Morning.
Good morning, Nick. Well, we provide technical services to the event industry, so broadly speaking, sound and lights for
You've taken a kick in the
music events.
You've taken a kick in the teeth, then.
Market has dropped out of.
Yeah. How many staff do you run?
I've currently got 6 staff. We were just in the process, actually, of we were just coming up to interviews to employ 1 more permanent and 2 summer temporary staff members, and unfortunately we had to just cancel all the interviews we had lined up.
Did you go under CBILS? Did you look at getting cash through that or not?
Yes, well, similar to your last caller, as the announcements came out, there were various things that I was looking at, and it turned out we weren't really eligible for.
Right.
So I made an application under CBILS on the 29th of March, and on my bank's website it said we would get confirmation of it going forward within 48 hours. On the 22nd of April, so nearly a month later, I then got a new set of forms through from them, which then was 8 pages, primarily of repetitive questions, the same thing in various different wording. I submitted that, and then another week later I got a phone call back from a relationship manager saying it would be another 3 to 4 weeks before they'd even review that application. So we're looking at 8 weeks from start to finish, but at the same time this relationship manager then did say, have you heard about the bounce back scheme coming out next week, and perhaps you would be better looking at that.
And let me ask you, if you don't mind me asking, how much have you applied for in bounce back?
Well, I haven't got quite there yet, but I was applying for 50,000 anyway. So it's worked out quite well. And obviously, the key thing really is that with the CBILS, it's all at market rates. So we were looking at 9% on the 50,000 we were looking through CBILS, whereas of course with bounce back, the fixed 2.5% is probably the cheapest money I'll ever borrow.
And am I right in thinking the first year is interest free, and then you pay back at 2.5? Is that right?
That's correct. Yeah.
Okay.
And you can have up to 60-year terms.
And is it a matter of financial life or death, Mr. Nisbet?
It's a difficult one. We're now committed, so yes, it is really.
Yeah.
As I said, we've already traded through sort of 6 to 8 weeks with very almost no work. So we're committed going forwards. And as I said, we discovered, because we're waiting here, we're waiting for the Valuations Office Agency to actually give us a rateable value on our premises. We can't apply for the business rates grant.
I see.
At present. So there's other things that although this support exists, we're unable to access it.
Again, perhaps you'd let us know when you can if you're successful. I do wish you and your colleagues well. Thank you. Robert Nisbet, Managing Director at Event Production Services. And imagine the kick in the teeth they'll have taken with all events, of course, closing down in this lockdown period.